Hello, everyone. This is Jim Eishin from Lofty Learning, and I'm here on behalf of WMD, a not-for-profit foundation dedicated to social media projects to promote peaceful resolutions of conflict. And I'm here today with Reverend Seifu. Reverend, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. It took a little bit of coordination to get us together, but we did it.
We did it.
So this COVID-19, 5 questions, 5 minutes. And Reverend, I'm going to ask you a series of short questions. And my first question is, what is your name, occupation, and where are you currently located?
So my name is Reverend Seifu Anil Singh-Molares. I'm the executive director of an organization called Spiritual Directors International. That's a 30-year-old nonprofit based here in the Seattle area. And it's about 6,500 of us spiritual companions and directors around the world who are focused on helping those who come companion with us to find their own sense of their relationship with God, the divine, Brahman, Tao, or however they might refer to what we in Zen call, I'm a Zen priest as well, the beyond or the universe. So that's what we do, and we do it through conferences and publications and webinars and lots of other things.
Got it. Well, that leads me to my next question, and I suspect I know the answer. And my next question is, what do you do that makes the world a better place?
So we try to be companions to others, right? We're social creatures, and everyone needs to be heard and witnessed. And so we're not problem solvers in the traditional sense, right? We listen. We're deep listeners. We encourage, we nurture, we support those who are kind of lost and looking for their way forward in terms of coming to terms with their own spirituality and their own analysis of those deepest questions that we all ask.
Sounds fantastic. So question number 3 is, with the coronavirus pandemic, what has it taught you? Have you learned anything from this pandemic experience?
Yeah, I mean, I think what it's done for me is really kind of made that search even more pronounced. We all struggled with issues of our own mortality, and most of us kind of postpone a conversation or consideration of those issues until we're ill or we're older or it's become more imminent. And COVID has certainly brought our mortality to the fore, and in really unprecedented ways in many respects. And so really wrestling with that issue of death is upon me. What is the deeper meaning and purpose of my life? So even going deeper than we usually do, and we try to go deep normally, but much deeper because of COVID.
That makes sense. Question number 4 is, what do you think is the greatest challenge or the greatest conflict arising from the pandemic?
I think there's a sense of alienation and isolation. Even though, our various social platforms and conference, video platforms do bring us a new kind of intimacy, most of us are stuck at home with very limited possibilities to go out, or working from home, or our, economic situation has become compromised. So I would say a sense of loneliness, alienation, and loss of various of the things that gave us meaning, including, very importantly, for many, many people, their jobs and their economic security.
Yeah, and the final question is, what do you think the potential solution is to that challenge or conflict?
I think what's happening is a major reframing, right? I don't think it's a coincidence that we have the challenges of COVID and systemic racism, and now these dust and cloud and pollution storms that are besetting us. particularly on the West Coast right now. These are all happening for a reason. And I think it's a major reframing that's happening, and I think a really necessary one and a painful and difficult one, which is how are we leading our lives and how should we be leading our lives moving forward. So it's a tremendous challenge and an opportunity across multiple fronts.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Well, Reverend Seifu, thank you so much for taking the time. This has been COVID-19, 5 questions, 5 minutes, and I say thank you.
And thank you.